All right, my Virgos, welcome to Tarot and White Oracle. But we get into the cloud to see what we see. This is our Sunday mirror soul reading for our Virgos and how you are mirroring your twin flame, twin soul, mirror soul. It's one soul, one frequency, two different bodies, two different experiences. And so we're going to be going over the masculine energy here and feminine energy here, so that we can see what is going on between you. We're going to dive into current energy and feelings, intentions, and actions and all that, but mostly we're going to be helping you see a better way of focusing on what you need to focus on, to see what's going on with your mirror soul, and to help you align with yourself, because ultimately the goal for the mirror soul is to spiritually awaken and become aligned within yourself. So that's the purpose of our reading today. We're going to go ahead and draw some energies for the masculine, and then we're going to dive into our feminine. Remember, I do focus on the current energy and how it is the trajectory of that energy over the next 30 days. You are the captain of your ship, so you can steer this energy and course correct if you would like as well. Remember, this is just a picture of the current energy and how that will play out if nothing changes. So we're going to go ahead and dive into our feminine energies. Remember, the oracle up top is our overall energy, and this is about don't let your past hold you back. So this is a strong energy that is reminding you that maybe you need to let go of those age-old programmings, things that are conditioning you, patterns that you're repeating that you need to get out of, that maybe you're stuck in because of old belief systems. And it's a reminder to not allow yourself to get stuck because of those old patterns or old templates. This is about releasing your past, and it's also a reminder that you may have a karmic relationship that has played out across many lifetimes, and also you may be verging on obsessive for some of you with the attraction. And so there is a warning around that I'm getting for some of you as well. I'm also getting just because you can do something, it doesn't mean that you should. So let's go ahead and dive deeper into our tarot energies and let's see what we get here. So remember, don't let your past hold you back. While I was meditating, I was getting, I want to dance with somebody and feel the heat with somebody. So that might resonate for some of you. Maybe you're Whitney Houston fans, or you just want to get together and feel that love with your person. I do get the Hierophant for the masculine and the King of Cups for the feminine in reverse. So these are very similar energies, emotionally, intuitively, spiritually, and also with commitment, spiritual and emotional commitment. So there's a sense that in your current energy, both of you are feeling like you are disconnected or disaligned, or you're separated. You're not feeling in tune, in sync with your person, which is sad because your past energy felt more with the masculine. This is like the Fool energy and the Ace of Wands mixed together. This is like a strong sense of anything's possible, potential. I want to jump forward and leap into this and see what we got going on here. And the feminine energy is a strong, confident, in tune with her soul's path, connected to what's her purpose, and feeling like, hey, I'm a boss bitch kind of energy is what I get. And but at the same time, she's compassionate and caring and tapped into her intuition and emotions. And so in the past, it felt like you guys were both in a really good place individually and then together as well, because this is like jumping into something here. Of course, if you guys were in a committed relationship, in the past. This energy is about, could be leaving that connection as well. But this is a very creative energy, you know, as well as this one. You guys were both in a really strong, let's create space. And then everything went upside down here is what it looks like. And so I want to go ahead and dive into your feelings, your current feelings. I see is the 10 of Swords for the masculine, the 9 of Swords for the feminine. And wow, so yeah, this is really painful. You're hurt. This really hurt you, masculine. And remember, take gender as it resonates, but this is just a masculine energy. Whoever is the masculine energy in this connection is feeling a lot of pain and hurt. As you can see, this man is crawling toward the water. He's like, he feels like he's dehydrated, almost dead. He's been stabbed in the back 10 times. And so this is an energy of feeling very, really wounded, maybe even betrayed. So the feminine also is feeling full of like anxiety and depression and stress and worry and like, what happened here? What went wrong? Why couldn't we make this happen? We had so much positive energy when we got together, and now bam, something collided. We everything has fallen apart. We fell apart. And yeah. All right, so it looks like you guys are in a separation that's hurtful and painful for both of you. And I hate to hear that, but that is something that happens a lot with mirror soul connections, because we often go together and separate, together and separate. And this is to help you, of course, everything within you emotionally, spiritually, mentally, physically longs to be with your counterpart, but you're never quite ready because you're never fully yet aligned within yourself. And so it's like a check-in, and then it mirrors to see how aligned are you guys within yourselves, not with each other, but within yourselves. And it mirrors that within you, so you see how much work you have left to do. And then, oh, excuse me, I'm gonna sneeze. And so basically, oh, excuse me, after this happens, you learn and you realign with yourself, and then you come back together, and it's like, hey, we're ready. So this feels like you guys were feeling really good, and it's like, yes, we've got it, boom, and it's like, bam, no, we are still a mess, and we have so much work to do, is what it feels like. In your intentions, so we're going to look into the intentions right after we look at our blockages. I do see the shadow's gift. Within darkness lies wisdom. The pain you've endured is shaping you into someone stronger on the masculine side. So there's a sense that that darkness that is within you is a result of a lot of pain that you've experienced in your life. But it is helping you to be a stronger person. So this is the blockage for the masculine over the next 30 days, which is realizing, digging deeper into that pain to find out more about it, where it comes from, and knowing how to get strength out of it. The feminine's blockage over the next 30 days is the fear of failure. Mistakes are not the enemy. They are stepping stones toward mastery and understanding. So there's a strong sense of lacking the sorry, I had to take a moment to draw our advice energies, because I do that in the pre-shuffle before we shuffle live, but I forgot, so I had to do that. So the fear of failure, mistakes are not the enemy, they are stepping stones toward mastery and understanding. So there's a sense of perhaps a lack of understanding that it's okay to fail, and that you can be brave and courageous in your failures. You can learn from those, because this is what allows us to become better at what it is we're trying to do, right? So the advice around that I wanted to draw as well. So The tarot advice is the Two of Pentacles for the masculine side. So it's about taking baby steps. Don't judge yourself harshly because you're not where you need to be right now. Take the baby steps that you need to get to where you need to be in your own emotional growth. And for the feminine side, our advice from the tarot is all about not fighting yourself. You know, there's a sense of fighting with others and fighting with yourself about how you've failed. And this is a strong energy around competition. And it's like, you don't want to fail, so you're going to compete, and fight, and fight. And there's a sense of, you know what, it's okay if you fail in these competitions with others or with yourself, and to have a sense of forgiveness and understanding, because failing is also winning when you learn from it and you grow from it, and to not beat yourself up or others up because of a failure. So let's go ahead and dive into the intention. So this is what you're currently feeling. This is what connects you guys, your past energies, and this is all about your feelings toward your person as well. If your current energy and current feelings are linked. And then we go into our blockages and advice, and now we have our intentions and actions and what you should focus on. So for the intentions, for the masculine does intend to communicate, or planning something around communicating, thinking about it, wanting union. This is a 1-1 energy, wanting to come together. This is a 1 as well. So this is a 1-1-1 energy on the masculine side. On the feminine side, we do get the 3 of Swords reversed. And so her intention is to heal those blockages. You know, she has wounds in her heart that feel blocked, and this is healing. You know, this is processing and being very, very hurt, but this is towards the end of that hurt process. So she's coming towards the end of feeling very hurt, and this is an intention to try to work through that wound that she's having. Now, for some of you, you could be feeling very obstinate about what happened. And like, I'm never going to forgive this person. And this is a strong indicator of forgiving and letting go. Forgiving and forward movement, because you can't move forward in your own emotional growth when you don't forgive. So, but it feels to me like the intention is about forgiveness, because a lot of times this is about coming back together and forgiving and finding that olive branch between you. So I feel for most of you, you're on the right path, but there is a warning for some of you to not get stuck in your anxiety and stress and woes and hold something against your masculine, because when you do that, you're really holding something against yourself. So let's go ahead and dive into actions, what it is that our masculine and feminine will do. And just looking at the numbers here. So yeah, we do get the 1-1-1 on the masculine side. And we have the Star is what the masculine will do. So this is about forgiveness and healing. So for sure, the masculine is on the right path with his intentions and his actions. This is listening to divine timing, listening to what fate is telling him, what feels like the right time. And of course, a beautiful healing energy. And the feminine is releasing that hurt. So for many of you, there's a sense of her intention is to forgive and to heal her heart. And what she's going to do is process that hurt that is between you, that she has as well. Both of you are really wounded in this. Something happened between you guys that felt like something was going to go really well, and then it all fell apart, and all broken up about it, stressed about it, thinking about talking, wondering whether or not I should forgive or if I should hold a grudge. And then the masculine is going toward healing and going toward letting things go, feeling into what feels like the right timing. And the feminine, of course, is mirroring the masculine's energy over here with that strong hurt wound. And she's going to be, so of course the 10 is processing, of course, that sharp, hurt, wounded heart. And so she's going to be processing it. She's going to be letting that go. But this is also energy around an ending. So she could be stepping back as well, which is a very positive thing to do when you have a lot of hurt to process. And so it feels like you guys are going into separation, and you'll be in that for at least the next 30 days. We also get a 1 on her side here. And so let's go ahead and dive into what the advice is that you should focus around. So the masculine is the moon. So this is a focus on those things that you might hide from yourself, your subconscious mind, the things that maybe aren't so clear. So to take some time about your past. It's about those things from the past that are stored way, way back in the recesses of your mind and in your emotions and within your body as well. And to really feel into those things as you realize where this pain is coming from your past. And of course we get the oracle advice from the masculine side, which is all about practicing freedom and releasing the weight of judgment. So there may have been a lot of judgments in the past that you have that have been very painful. And it's about digging deep into those things and focusing on those things so you can release those. On the feminine side, of course, we get our 4 of Cups. So this is an energy around, even though you're very hurt and you're processing your hurt, you're processing your wound, you're processing, which must have been really hard coming together, having so much hope that something would happen and then everything falls apart. This is an energy around, don't withdraw, don't avoid and withdraw and get depressed, which is what this energy is. This is saying, please try to get out of that energy and try to be active in your life, with your family, with your friends, with your work. You know, every day take those steps to get out of that depression, out of that stress, so that you might be feeling that fear, that failure, like, oh no, this is yet another failure and it's hitting you hard. And this is a sense of, don't let mistakes or the failures hold you back, because they are stepping stones toward mastery. And this will help you to realign within yourself and to become the best version of you as your masculine is doing that. And as you two align within, when you are both aligned, then alignment together can happen. So the feminine's oracle, we do get boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? So there's a sense of remembering your boundaries over the next 30 days. And as you do that, this will help you to feel more comfortable within yourself. And she also has an advice that don't let your past hold you back. So within the boundaries that you're forming, this will help you to be able to take steps out of your depression, out of your sadness, and to feel more safe as you also accept failure and learn from your past. So those are the messages that we have for you. And remember that we do a collective on Fridays and a you versus them. We dive into your person's feelings and thoughts on Saturdays. And of course we do our mirror soul on Sundays, which you are at now. Like, share, and subscribe and comment. I would love to hear from you all what resonates with you and what you are going through. And I will see you guys in your next 30-day cycle.